I'd like to welcome you to WPBNetworks.com. My name is Donnie Glover. Special thank you to all of the wonderful people that put this show together each week, including Frank and April Johnson, also to Darnell Lee, Jordan Smith, production engineers, including Joy S. Adams, and otherwise the new kid on the block. His name, I'm about to call him Thomas Pointer. His name is Marcus Pointer, no relation. Alrighty, so I was thinking, actually I was reading some stuff on the internet about black wealth. Of course we do the Black Wall Street series, and we celebrate black entrepreneurs and professionals and the people who support them regardless of race. But I ran across this article, and you can go to my Facebook page, Donnie.Glover, DONI.Glover. Ran across this article that started to gauge the amount of money involved, are you ready?
Yes.
In the beauty industry. Now, if you've heard my spiel, you know, I've often said that African Americans control $1 trillion in annual disposable income, and I've been reading that everywhere for years now. I would say a good 10 years or so, probably much since grad school. But $1 trillion, and few people dispute that. Your black economists, generally speaking, $1 trillion. There are about 40 million African Americans, but collectively our spending, buying power is roughly $1 trillion. So now, my regular followers and readers know that I'm always pushing black business, and in the realm of black business, black beauty salons. Why? Donnie, why? Ask me why you pushing black beauty salons.
Why are you pushing?
Why are you pushing black beauty salons? Because we used to dominate. We used to, like Michael Jordan down, used to dominate that. You know, down low, I can't post up on, dominate, control it. And now, we do anything but control the beauty industry. And to top it off, last night I read black people spend about, black people, $500 billion on beauty. Did you know this?
No, not that part.
Well, even if it isn't, it has to be some amount when you consider, I mean, back in the day, the black cosmetologist, the barbershop, the funeral director, these were three industries that were 100% controlled by African Americans. When I look at the beauty industry today, that dollar is not circulating. It's leaving our community. It's not staying in the black community. It's leaving. It's hauling. So we have this lady with us. Her name is Angela Beard Hardy. She's the owner of a day spa SW. She's all into natural hair. She teaches people how to take care of their hair. And so I wanted to pose this to her. What are your thoughts? $500 billion that we spend on beauty, and in other communities, the Jewish community, the Latino community, the dollar tends to circulate 7 times, 10 times, 12 times before it leaves the community. But in the black community, it's like our money is on a jet at the airport, hauling out of the black community. So,
well, thank you for having me here. $500 billion. First thing I want to know is how are we spending it? Because I'm assuming
wigs,
wigs, and products, probably.
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of products.
Products that we don't make. Products that pretty much promote and market and target us as females, as in the beauty industry, period, but we are not making the product. So this label has this image of this black Nubian queen on it, and it's made by someone that's not even...
Black woman picture on the jar, and it ain't got no black people in the manufacturing process nowhere. No, they did pay the black lady for a picture.
And that's the part that bothers me. That's the marketing ploy that we fall for. One of the things I do in my classes is teach how to make products, how to read past the label in the front and read the back and see the ingredients, and how to kind of get around those tricks of the trade is what happens. So that's the part that bothers me, is that our money is not only just in the beauty industry, it's going to the tricks of the trade. the products, the things that don't even help our hair, but because they have the right image on there or they have the right wording, we think, oh, it's great.
It could be the Klan making these products, but they put a black woman picture on the front. Real talk.
Real.
The Klan could be making it. You want to support the Klan with your black dollars? I'm not saying it's the Klan, but we should know who's making it.
We should know who's making it, and it's so easy to make our own.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's very easy. A lot of times we purchase these products, it's supposed to do this and do this to the hair and make it just unnecessarily.
Are they lying?
A lot of times they are.
They lying!
A lot of times they are. They're putting chemicals in the hair that does not help, but it makes the hair addicted. And so once you stop using these chemicals.
Dope fiend hair?
Okay, dope fiend hair. We're going to go with that.
Yeah, addicted hair? What is addicted hair?
Because the chemicals that are put in the hair, once the hair gets used to it, it gets weakened if you come off of it, instead of using natural products.
Oh, wow.
A lot of the products I make are in my kitchen. I start with the kitchen and I build from there. You don't have to use products and names ingredients that you can't pronounce. And so that's what the problem is for me as far as the investment of our money in the beauty industry.
Wow! Whew. Did you know that, Jordan? You make your own products? Okay, so let's make a product. What we need?
Well, it depends on what we're focusing on. Are we looking for moisture? Are we looking for shine? The first thing is to discover what you need for your hair. Everyone's hair is different. So what I do for my hair may be different than what Jordan would do for hers. Something as simple as combining coconut oil, olive oil, and basil and sitting under the dryer so that it can penetrate through the hair shaft will give you the best shine and moisture treatment there is. How much does that cost, Donnie? Coconut oil, olive oil, and basil oil. It's Basil Essential Oil.
The olive oil sounds like it'll be expensive. I like that extra virgin.
There you go. Extra
And I was
virgin is
thinking
better.
y'all pay a little bit more to get the smell down, because I don't want to be smelling like no damn
Well, you can
olive
always
oil.
compliment the smell, but there's really not a strong smell. You can always
I don't want to
compliment the
smell
smell
like
with
olive oil. That's something you eat. I don't want to smell like something I eat.
But it helps the hair. But it only helps the hair if you sit under the dryer with it, because the molecules are too big
I got to
to
sit under a
absorb
dryer?
for the hair.
It ain't that much hair.
But we're not talking about you then.
Oh.
That's
Don't use
one
me
of
as
the,
no hypothetical then.
that's just one of the products
How
that
that
can be
look,
made.
Donnie Glover under the dryer? He ain't got no hair.
Well, maybe we need to create a product for hair growth for you. That's something.
I don't want no hair.
Well, hey, I'm just saying there's options out there.
This
There are
low
options
maintenance.
out there.
I watch them bald head women. They have fun. They ain't got to do nothing.
Yes, and that's what it should be. Beauty should not be paralyzing. I should not be unhealthy. I should not be inactive. I should not be
Broke.
let's go broke. I should not be those things because I choose to be beautiful. I can be beautiful and be just spontaneous and have just as much fun. It shouldn't be a cultural type of fun because of hair. We shouldn't be associated with what we can do and what we can't do because
But see,
of our hair.
you talking this common sense stuff, and I wrote, go to blackwallstreetnews.com, the Glover Report. I wrote a piece last night about it was promoting the show, and one of the things I talked about was how we have, Mr. Pointer, we got more degrees than any generation of black people ever before. We got degrees upon degrees upon degrees. PhDs, masters, bachelors, all that. We got degrees. And we've been in this country, 300-400 years. Slavery just over 1865. But we got degrees. And we're measured. We're judged by our degrees. I have a bachelor's degree. I've got a PhD. We got all these degrees. How many degrees did Harriet Tubman have?
None.
She had no damn degrees. She had plenty of common sense, though. And that's what I'm saying. We got big degrees, big houses, got the Benzo. I like the 500, by the way. Big cars. We got all these accoutrements of success, but we ain't got no damn common sense.
Well, Donnie, that's how the title of, that's how Simple Wellness came about. Simple Wellness, it dawned on me that it's simple to be well, and we complicate it.
Yeah, we do, because we're real smart.
So that's where the name came from. Simple Wellness.
So let's get back to this $1 trillion.
Okay.
How do we get more of it? We're going to start making our own products. You said olive oil, coconut oil, and basil. Where you get the coconut oil from?
Store, market,
What store?
any store really
dollar
carry coconut
store?
oil. Not dollar store, but grocery
no, tell me.
markets. Okay, grocery markets carry coconut oil now.
I mean, because if you think about it, the black community is starved. We not only got a food desert,
If you don't
we
see
got
it,
all kinds of deserts.
if you don't see it in the
all
grocery
they got in
store,
my neighborhood is dope.
Everyone's Place carries
Well,
coconut
that's
oil.
not far away, and I say that facetiously, but I'm very serious. The opportunities to shop in poor black neighborhoods, average black neighborhoods in Baltimore, you got a dollar store and you
Okay.
got a chicken box joint.
So some of your markets, such as Giants and I guess franchise big name markets, are
You
starting
say
to carry.
Giant?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's a market, grocery store.
Oh,
They're
I
starting
was
to carry
just
it.
joking.
But if you can't make
You
it
ever
to the
heard of
market,
Gucci Giant?
yes, I have.
What's a Gucci Giant?
A nice upscale Giants. The one that I was referencing as the Gucci Giant for years was on Old Court. They still call that Gucci Giant?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A Gucci Giant. Black people got all kinds of names. You know, we got a name for everything. Okay, so tell me more. We go to the Giant, get some basil.
If you were into making products, my
Basil that goes in the soup.
Basil Essential Oil. You can also get from Everyone's Place. You can order this stuff online. You can go to Amazon and get these items.
You got to know what you're ordering.
Basil Essential Oil.
Because I don't want to order no stuff in the CIA and FBI knocking on my door because I'm ordering all these ingredients. You can't make a bomb with none of this stuff, can you?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but coconut oil, olive oil, and basil essential oil. The formula I like to do is 2 drops to every 1 ounce. So if you plan on making that product, you can use equal coconut, equal olive, 2 drops to every ounce of basil. And blend that together and know that you have to sit under the dryer for a deep conditioner or a hot oil treatment for this so that it can penetrate through the hair shaft. But right then and there, you've taken back control of the products that you're using and you can control your moisture and shine treatment on a regular basis.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with purchasing products. What's wrong with products to me, or what's wrong with purchasing products is not being aware of the products that we're purchasing. Is actually, some of them are actually hurting us.
All right, well, let's start with the one that every household, black household had in the 1970s, Afro Sheen.
What about Afro Sheen?
Is Afro Sheen still okay? I had
No.
everything. I remember Little Pump.
Well, when you know better, you do better. I had Afro Sheen. I remember growing up with it. But when you
Then they
know
had
better,
the blue,
you
they had
do
the blue
better.
one. Then they had the green one, the lime green one.
Yeah.
Started changing colors and stuff.
Yeah, we're going to leave that alone.
Why?
What we're trying to leave alone in our hair is alcohol, strong alcohol base. So anytime you get into the
Is it
oil
white
sheen
liquor,
bottles.
white liquor or brown liquor?
Yeah, okay. Anytime you get into the oil sheen bottles and you're spraying aerosol, that's a strong alcohol base. That's why it's flammable. We want to try to leave that alone. We also want to try to leave mineral oil and petroleum alone because they clog the pores of the hair, of the scalp. And so if you're suffocating the pores, your hair can't breathe, which means it can't grow properly. Things that don't breathe properly don't grow properly. And so you want to start reading for those. And any ingredients that you really can't pronounce, and a whole bunch of pythanol and those things that end. For instance, propylene glycol. It's a popular ingredient that you'll find in a lot of hair products. You'll even find it in food sometimes. But it's also one of the same ingredients used in antifreeze that you put in your car. Propylene glycol. So
How's it taste?
I don't know. I don't know.
She been eating antifreeze all these years. Now she don't know how the antifreeze tastes.
No, I know how to read and stay away from it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but that's one of the major ingredients. You look on the back of your hair products, your bottles, you'll probably see propylene glycol.
All right, so what else do we have to do to keep our dollars?
Well, you know what?
See, I wanted to hear you say something about supporting black business.
I was going to say that, but I was also going to flip it a little bit. We do need to support black businesses, but we as black businesses need to be sure that we are delivering just as good as anyone else. And so I think that's two-sided. For me, at Simple Wellness, we don't double book, which means you have an appointment at 9 o'clock, Donnie, we see you at 9 o'clock, not you and 5 other people who schedule for 9 o'clock. And so when you don't have certain...
Stop being greedy.
When you don't have certain customer service things set up, when you don't show your appreciation in the daily routine to your customers, it does make it easy for someone else to go get a manicure, pedicure from a local nail place versus coming to Simple Wellness Hair and Day Spa. So we don't do that.
You trying to say the Asians.
I'm saying other places.
You were suggesting the Asians. I saw the look on your face.
Other places.
Why ain't we got more black people doing nails?
I don't know. We do
They
nails where
can't
I'm
do
at.
taxes.
Who can't do taxes?
I'm just saying, you know, why don't we have more black women got nails? So why aren't more black women doing nails? And why, God forbid, explain this to me. Oh my goodness. Why you in a spot where everybody got a mask on, but you?
Exactly.
What are they pesticiding black people? They killing black people with Agent Orange. What's going on?
It's the chemicals that's being used that are very harmful.
Oh no, give me a mask too.
We don't use those chemicals, so we don't have to mask up. But we
And like it's cute. Everybody in there, like all the Korean people got the mask on. You ever been there? You seen the Thomas? You gotta go pick your girl up at the at the nail place, and the Koreans they like. Black people, hey, chicken text, getting annihilated.
You're right.
It's a Tuskegee experiment.
You're right. And it should make us ask why. It should make us ask why. Why do you have that mask on and I don't have one?
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna take that mask. That's what they tell you on the plane. You cannot save anybody till you first save yourself. I'm gonna take it right off that lady and put it right on. Well, actually, you gonna tell me what we can do to keep that business in the circle.
Well,
Because I don't see them coming over here getting stuff done.
we need to support
Y'all
each
paying
other.
black people how to cook, to teach them how to cook chitlins, but ain't nobody figured out how to spell chitlins. Because I done seen chicharings, chitlins.
We need to support each
Y'all
other.
know what I'm talking about.
I
don't you?
do know what you're talking about, but we need to support each other, and it's a two-way street. Consumers need to keep their dollars circulating within the black community, and black professionals need to keep consumers number one in customer service. A lot of times the choice of running in, going somewhere and getting your nails done quick and easy, as you said, at the Asian locations, it's a mindset of I can run in, I can run out. They should be able to run in and run out with Simple Wellness unless it's a spa setting or another location or another facility.
Because you do know some of them black lady owners or some of them spots a little greasy. Or, and this is not being, I was being pretty much facetious with that, but the be back in 5 minutes sign. Jordan, have you ever seen it? Be back in 5 minutes. You ever seen it?
And I also think
Quay put it up on the door. Really, Quay? Quay.
I also think it's a lack of education and knowledge. So having a platform like this allows us to say, you know, when drills are being used on your nails, that's not in the best interest
I bet
of
you
your
the
nails.
dope man don't have that be back in 5 minutes sign. Dope man getting every dollar.
So I think as a
But
whole,
I say that facetiously, but when you do think of people who hustle, it's
yeah.
24/7.
Yes.
Being very serious. It's 24/7. It's around the clock. You constantly thinking how to take care of this client.
Yes, agreed.
Tell people your services, how to get in touch with you, what you offer.
Okay. Simple Wellness Hair and Day Spa. We offer massage, skincare, natural hair, holistic hair, everything with a holistic approach. Nails, detox, and an on-site hair loss clinic. So we're a full-service day spa. You can come in and be your one-stop beauty outlet where you can come in and get your hair done, get your nails done, get your massage, your facial. If you having concerns, you can go in the back to the clinic and even get a detox. So we are a full-service beauty, enhancing beauty inside and out. We're at 519
What they detoxing off of?
North Charles Street. What do you mean?
What's the detox?
Well, not detoxing off of anything. Detox should be a regular.
Detox, man.
Detox
I'm from
should
the
be
hood. They detoxing.
But listen, you got to detox
He was
whether you're
drinking
using
too much liquor.
No, whether you're using substances, liquor, drugs, or anything. Just the environment in itself, we should detox. What we eat, we should
How about
detox.
negative people? Can you
Definitely.
detox off of negative people?
You should.
How about cheap people?
Yes, you should.
I'm allergic to cheap people.
Yeah.
You ever been out to dinner with people and they pull out the little chart?
Yeah, I've been there. That's no fun. But money circulates.
It's called a rookie diner.
Money circulates, and I think once we learn the law of reciprocation, that it goes around, it comes back and forth. So if your hand is like this, you can't do that. So once people grasp
She
that,
stole my line. I cannot believe she stole my
That's not
daddy
your
line.
line.
With a closed hand, nothing gets in. With an open hand, there are endless possibilities.
we're gonna share that line because I've been saying that line too for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contact information. Phone number.
Yes. 410-483-WELL. That's 483-9355. You can also go online to dayspasw.com. That's DAYSPASW.com. And on there, you have the option of even requesting an appointment through our website. 519 North Charles Street in historic Mount Vernon, open 7 days a week, preferred appointment.
And then by the Washington Monument.
Yes.
I guess y'all get to see the free lighting of the
We get to see all that.
Christmas tree and all of that.
And the House of Cards tape around there. To show the House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
We're going to take a break. My name is Donnie Glover, and you're watching WPBnetworks.com. Do check out WPB on Instagram. They're on every bit of social media. And also check out BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. I'd like to welcome you back to the Glover Report right here on WPB Networks. My name is Donnie Glover, publisher of BeMoreNews.com and BlackWallStreetNews.com. Big ups to our very fine WPB family, including Frank, April, Joy, and the whole crew. By the way, our engineer, man, and normally I talk smack about him. He coming here with he's from D.C., one of them D.C. Cowboy fans. I just don't understand what that's all about, you know. But anyway, today, last week we had the Negro Leagues all up on here. Today, he don't have a Cowboy hat. He don't have a Negro League hat. He got a Cincinnati Reds hat.
Nah, I got a black and red polo on, man. Black and red is the color today. Black, red. You get that?
This new generation, it's just no loyalty.
See the watch?
It's just,
Black and red.
it's just no
Match
loyalty.
the hat, match the polo.
People from DC,
Right.
y'all, the people from DC change the rules all the time. You're watching people from DC.
Hey, I'll never wear another NFL team. I can wear anybody else. No NFL team. Only Cowboys.
I just be glad when the Ravens season start up, because I'd like to see him wear a Cowboy hat in here then. All right, Angela Beard Hardy, Simple Wellness Day Spa. So give me a little bit more about this beauty industry and what the challenge is. Why are we losing our money?
Besides what we
How
talked
can
about with
how-
nails,
how can we recapture our money?
one, I think the value of the services rendered are being lessened. Meaning you can go somewhere to a massage franchise and get a massage for $20. That's not what a massage is worth. And so when you weaken the value, it's easy for people to go other places.
People selling out.
People selling out. People selling out.
They selling off brand
Yeah. And it's,
at a discount
right.
and
it-
cheapening the game.
Everybody hurts. Everybody hurts when you can't do that.
Oh, so it's not just happening, because I remember when the cosmetologists would talk smack in the salons about the women who do hair in the kitchen. What do they call them? Scabs?
Kitchen beauticians, what I call them.
Kitchen beauticians. But you saying that the salon owners, the massage salon owners, y'all don't like off brands either.
Every department, whether it's nails, hair, massage, skincare, there's
Old lady talking about, let me rub your back for $5.
and you know what? That's coming from different cultures, setting up shops and kind of just bringing a whole bunch of franchise, I guess would be the right word of them, where you can go get.
Do you let them women lick the strings and all that stuff and all? Do you be letting them do that?
No, I do.
What are they doing? Why they keep spitting on people's forehead?
Okay,
Nah, bro. You ever seen that? They be in the, Jordan, you ain't never seen it? What
Well,
are they doing? You ain't seen the little string?
Donnie,
They
it's
put the
called
little string
threading.
right there, and then they spit on it and do it.
It's called
You
threading.
ain't seen that. What malls you go to?
It's called threading, and I'm actually certified to do threading myself.
You're not spitting. I don't care
I
what
was going to say, however, when I got certified,
You
we
be
had to
spitting
learn
on-
using our hands. We couldn't learn with our mouth, meaning the way that they're doing it with their mouths versus their hands, we couldn't get certified to do that. So it's not the best practice at all. And if someone wants to get certified to do it, they would have to learn with their hands, not with their mouth. So I understand what you're saying. It's a little nasty.
They spitting on them
It's nasty. It's nasty.
in the middle of the mall.
I don't know if spitting is the right word, but it is in their mouth.
They putting saliva from their mouth or somebody's eyebrow all over here. Got hawk on it.
They're holding the string with their mouth.
And hair, mouth.
But
Ugh.
there is the correct, well, there's another way to do it.
Where did they start that practice?
India.
That is not an African thing.
India. Eyebrow threading, it originated in India.
Okay. All right, so give us some more tips. We can make our own products. We can support our businesses. How else do we recapture this $500 billion in wealth that's not circulating in our community? What can the church do? Because everybody and their mom up in church, can the churches like help? Because the preachers got a lot of influence. That's why the politicians go to the churches. So
Well,
I'm wondering, what can the
down-
preachers do to help us keep our black business?
I mean, the preachers are.
Besides buying a $65 million damn jet. What's wrong with that dude?
Well,
He got to reach out and touch somebody. Maybe he should just move to that new country. 65 million. Yeah. The lady giving up part of the money was catching the bus way across Georgia.
so he did get it. I know he asked, but they did come up with it.
I asked my mother for a whole bunch of stuff on Christmas. Don't mean I got it.
Right.
Then he did a GoFundMe. What's wrong? Okay. Let's get back.
For the jet.
Supporting our black businesses. Because I don't know. How you doing? You coming on the show? Well, stop interrupting. The show. Support means everything to me.
You know, it comes down to being informed, properly informed, and respect. That's really what it comes down to. We're losing our money, and the money's not circulating because of lack of knowledge and lack of respect. Something you mentioned.
But we'll go in another store. I've noticed. We'll pay white people top dollar, Asians top
don't
dollar.
know what they saying about us in another language.
A lot of us, and I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking Asian tattoos. Now, if you're African American, I would suggest you look into the Adinkra. Adinkra, like the Guy Nyami. You know, Sankofa's one of them, but the Guy Nyami's pretty popular. But why in the world, if you can't read whatever Asian language is on your neck, how you know what they saying? They say this one dumb black person here. That's what the tattoos say. I stupid.
Well,
Big dumb.
lack of knowledge, lack of respect,
No common sense.
and living out of fear. I think those are the three things that are problems in the community. When I say living out of fear, the fear of
I want to know why when they take the weave out, why I gotta have 5-6 strands on my front sidewalk?
well, that comes.
Are they doing it walking down the street? How do I get 5 plaits on my sidewalk?
Why is the hair blowing on your street? That's what you're wondering.
Hair everywhere.
Hair is everywhere. Tumbleweeds are hair. Yeah.
I know about the hair. I know more about the hair than you realize.
And you know, it's also integrity. A lot of times those weaves don't need to be in that person's hair because their hair is not strong enough to hold it. I'm not against weaves. If you like weaves, you like weaves. But the stylists have to have integrity in doing it.
But if you wear weave, can you wear weave all 365 days of the year?
It's not in your
Or
best interest.
does it come a point when it's like, okay, I need to take this out and get back to some normalcy, right?
Right.
No, because don't you need sunlight? Don't your scalp need sunlight
Your scalp needs to
and
breathe.
water, like rainwater or something?
Your scalp needs to breathe, just like your face. You can't wear makeup 24/7 and not take the time to take a break or cleanse your face.
Some people
or let
do.
it breathe. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. So your scalp is a continuation of your face. You have to nurture it. You have to make sure that you're not overdoing some things with it, that you're taking the time out to nurture what's under the weave. So you can look real good from the outside, and then what's going on underneath that weave is just hazardous.
And everybody want to be Brazilian.
Yes.
Well, just so you know, it's 10 times as many blacks in Brazil than the United States. So I can understand that little affinity to Brazil on one hand, but on the other hand, we ain't getting that money.
But even the weave industry has suffered a loss of, like you said, selling out, because you can go get a weave for $50, $60. That's too much work to do for $50, $60. And so even that side of the business, you have people that are lessening the value, where it becomes a problem for the people who are doing it on a level of quality service and to the level where that's how they eat. Doing a weave for $50 or $60, going to somewhere where you can get it done cheap, when it may not be in the best interest of your hair. You want to invest in the person that's going to take care of your hair.
So what's the worst thing that can happen to your hair as a result of poor maintenance? I mean, what's the worst you've seen? Somebody come in your hair. Somebody come sit in your chair, and the first thing you do once they sit down, you go behind them and take a picture of like, look at this here.
Well, I'm a hair
And
loss
tag
specialist.
it on Instagram.
Now, you know I don't treat people like that, but I'm a hair loss specialist, so I do see a lot. And traction alopecia, which is thinning hair, balding hair because of the pull traction. A lot of times from weaves and braids and plaits. Those are the worst cases that I've seen, because sometimes your hair can come back from that, and if I do an examination and look at the follicles, sometimes the follicles aren't going to stimulate themselves back. And so you're bald.
So what about then somebody say, well, I don't believe what you said, I'm going to the hair club.
And do what? Go to the hair club and do what?
You know, people pay the hair club.
That's fine. I'm a student of trichology, so I study hair loss.
Trichology.
Trichology is the
I
study.
heard of trichology. Now, what's trichology?
Trichology. Hair loss, scalp diseases, and disorders.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who got it worse?
You know, believe it or not, trichology or hair loss and issues is universal. Now, the cause of it may differ in the different communities and cultures.
Why white people hair fall out?
Well, there's a lot of disorders. Why? Alopecia, genetic alopecia, hereditary. There's even a disorder called trichotillomania that you see more in.
Wow, that sounds like you need to go straight to the VD clinic on that. What's it called again?
Trichotillomania.
Oh, never mind. Give me a scientist up in there.
And what that is, you know how you always say mental health is running rapid? What trichotillomania is when you actually pull out the hair. It's a disorder. It's a compulsive disorder.
No, they were fighting. That girl hit her and pulled a big chunk of it right out the side of her head, and that was it.
However,
she bald for the rest of her life.
We see that
She
diagnosis.
shouldn't have been fighting if she knew she had weave in her head. That is not a good look. She's supposed to wrap that thing up.
Supposed to wrap it up,
I guess.
the earrings off. And
You
grease it.
certainly ain't supposed to be going out there with all these loose ends.
No, it's really a disorder. It's really a mental disorder. It's a
Oh,
compulsive.
it's mental.
Yes, trichotillomania. And
Trichotillomania. Woo.
the disorder is the compulsive disorder where they're pulling out their hair and it stimulates. So you don't see that a lot in our culture. I answered your question as far as which culture you see most of.
Well, what black
depending-
people got?
Well, you know, a lot of times we are told, like, we'll have problems with our scalp and our hair and our skin, and we'll go to the dermatologist, and we're told it's psoriasis or it's psoriasis. You know, they just give us something and they say, well, stop putting the braids in. A lot of times it can be diet related. It may not be a problem with the hair. It
It's
could
bad
be
enough you
diet
got your
related.
head all covered up. They ain't getting no sunlight, ain't getting no water, and then you eating chicken boxes every damn night.
You
Ain't
can,
ate a string bean since 1975.
it could be something as simple as having a wheat allergy, where eating wheat causes dandruff, or it looks like dandruff and flakes and itchiness. You go to a dermatologist, they look at it and they say it's psoriasis, they put you on some steroids. You come to myself, you come to a herbalist or someone like-minded, we can look at it, we can do a chart and figure out what's going on, and we can then eliminate some things and you're good. You don't need those steroids. So a lot of times that's what I
Y'all
find.
give up prescriptions too?
Not prescriptions, but we do create herbal blends.
Y'all
not a
y'all-
doctor.
Y'all got herb.
I'm not a doctor.
They got herb, y'all.
So herbal blends
Oh,
is what we
herbal.
do. Herbal, yeah, you got to put the herbal
Wink,
in there.
wink. They got
yeah.
the herbal,
Yeah.
herbal tea. They got the Earl Grey.
So yes, I create customized formulas for people with hair loss so that I can look at their diet, medications, and see what herbs work for them.
Are you suggesting that they smoke marijuana?
I am not suggesting that.
Oh, you keep saying the herb thing. I see you
I
looking.
said it with an S, and I also said
Oh,
herbal.
herbs. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
natural remedies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can see somebody sparking up some haze, say, I'm going to get my hair right.
Yeah, but a lot of times we as black people are misdiagnosed when it comes to hair problems because
Because you got people who don't know about black people.
there you go. You're going to a dermatologist who pretty much is going to stereotype, and this is not against all dermatologists, of course. but
Western medicine.
Western medicine, who's going to stereotype, look at the hair and say, oh, don't do this, is this, or you have that, and they can't tell you why. You got to dig deeper to get to the why.
And he don't know nobody that's black.
Right. So genetics, exercise, hormones, stress, and nutrition. Those are your 5 major factors that can contribute to your hair.
What about being broke?
That's stress.
Oh, okay.
That's stress.
Okay,
Been there. You gotta know
Okay.
how to manage the stress.
okay. Anything you want to add? I think we've been pretty around, pretty informative.
Thank you.
What else we need to tell them?
Just to check out Simple Wellness Hair
How
and Day
about the
Spa.
masseuse thing?
What about it?
I heard that some of the masseuses like be studying like voodoo. You can't let just anybody touch you.
Well, any healing, ancient healing form, art, whatever, whether it's hair,
How do you know
massage,
if the masseuse is
you got to feel that
stick-
energy. Now, I don't see you're going a little to the left with it. I wouldn't say studying voodoo. However, I would say when you're selecting a massage therapist, when you're selecting a stylist, they should offer a certain good vibe or energy to you. If you come in contact with someone and their energy feels off, why would you want them working on your hair? Why would you want them working on your body? It's a healing practice. I don't know the details of the barbershop pole. That pole started because they were considered the first doctors, barbers were. Though they weren't doctors scalping everything, but they worked on the head.
Talk about back in the day, they could
Back
take
in
a
the day.
tooth out.
Yeah. So, that pole, that's how that pole got started,
I
that
hope he
barber
washed
pole.
his hands. Hope they had plenty of Clorox around.
So you want to be mindful of the people you have working energy. It's energy. Everything's energy.
They got dirty hands, that wouldn't help either.
That's nasty.
Bad breath.
Nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, no thank you.
Tartar sauce on their lip.
No thank you.
Tell people how to get in touch with you.
Give us a call at 410-483-9355. That's 410-483-9355. Check us out on dayspa.sw.com. That's our website, dayspa.sw.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Angela Beard Hardy, or you can follow our fan page, which is Simple Wellness Day Spa.
Good deal. My name is Donnie Glover, and you're watching the Glover Report right here at WPB Networks. By the way, I said it last week. I'll share it again. If you have a show idea, if you have an interest in television, there are a lot of positions here, and I highly recommend. There's a high school just across the street, Woodlawn High School, in all seriousness. Take advantage of this studio. We are fortunate, blessed to have this right here. And it's a black man that owns it. Frank Johnson, he ran this somewhere. Hey, Frank. Okay, well, that's him. And keep watching WPBNetworks.com. Stay tuned.